How's it going? It is all the news all the time, and my name is Adam, and we've got some interesting news coming out today, coming out from the Telegraph, and it came out something like 30 minutes ago. Matt Hancock, there he is, former cabinet minister of the UK Parliament, has lost the whip, and he's going to join I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. When we say lose the whip, what that really means is he's been thrown out of the political party he was in. So he's still an MP, but he's not in the Conservative Party anymore, and he's not taking orders from the Conservative Party. They can't tell him what to do. He won't vote for them. He's essentially an independent MP now, because he wants to go on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I know. And he's not just an MP, he's not just an MP, but he was a cabinet minister. He was one of the most senior cabinet ministers during the COVID crisis. There you go, former cabinet minister Matt Hancock, outside BBC Broadcasting House in London, as they say, former cabinet minister, has lost the whip following reports that he is set to appear on the TV show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It has been reported. News that the former health secretary, this is during the COVID pandemic, he was the health secretary, has lost the whip, followed shortly after reports announced he would appear on the reality TV show. So he announces, I'm going to go on this TV show, and then the Conservative Party says, we're chucking you out, basically. Simon Hart, the chief whip, said, following a conversation with Matt Hancock, I wonder how that went, I have considered the situation and believe this is a matter serious enough to warrant suspension of the whip with immediate effect. There you go. He did get into trouble recently, not that recently, but about 6 months ago, where he was caught canoodling in his office with a married lady who he's not actually married to himself. And a political ally of Mr. Hancock's defended his decision to appear on the show, saying I'm a Celeb is the most watched show on TV. Matt doesn't expect to serve in government again. Okay, so it's an incredible opportunity for him to engage with the 12 million Brits who tune in every single night. Well, he might well engage with them, but he's not going to be speaking about political issues, is he? He's going to be eating bugs and crawling around in the leaf litter and that sort of thing. But I'm not sure how much engagement with the Brits in terms of political change can be affected. Matt has told the whips in Parliament he will use his time in the jungle to promote his dyslexia campaign. Well, I don't know how that's going to help either, to be honest. There's not much reading to do in a jungle. Maybe because there's games that you can do. There are things you could do with this. The ally said that Hancock had an excellent team working with him in his constituency of West Suffolk, but the producers of the show had agreed he could communicate with them on urgent matters. I think he was trying to persuade the Conservative Party that he could work as an MP whilst being in Australia in a jungle on TV show, and I don't think that was going to fly at the best of times, so they said no. Matt has always believed in communicating directly with the people he represents by going to the jungle and eating bugs, whether that's getting out and pounding the streets in West Suffolk through all sorts of media or via those press conferences, the ally added. And there are many ways to do the job of being an MP. Well, this is an unusual way, to be sure. This is unusual, travelling across the entire world to the other side and eating bugs. That's an unusual way to be an MP, but there you go. What do I know about anything? Not much. Whether he's in camp for 1 day or 3 weeks, can you imagine just doing this for 1 day and all of this and getting chucked out of the Conservative Party for 1 day of looking like an idiot on a jungle TV show, or 3 weeks? There are very few places people will be able to see a politician as they really are. What better? Where better, in fact, to show the human side of those who make the decisions than with the most watched television show on TV? I couldn't speak properly then. Politicians like Matt must go to where the people are. They're not in Australia in a jungle, particularly those who are politically disengaged. Okay, fair enough. Matt's of the view that we must embrace popular culture rather than looking down on reality TV. We should see it for what it is, a powerful tool to get our message heard by younger generations. Yeah, that sounds like sophistry to me. I think Matt Hancock is seeing his career not on an upward trajectory as a politician. He isn't a cabinet minister. For a while he had that scandal. I don't think he could see himself going back into the cabinet role. I think he's getting bored of being an MP, and I think he's trying to pivot away from that world into maybe TV, and he's seeing this as that route. That's again my just guessing and making suppositions and assumptions, and we all know what assumptions lead to. Matt will be making a donation to St Nicholas Hospice in Suffolk. Why? Don't know. And he will, of course, declare the amount he receives from the show to Parliament to ensure complete transparency as normal. Now, this is another point. If you are an MP and you are given some money by another organisation, you have to declare that amount so that it's not seen as a conflict of interest. For example, if you're working as an MP and your remit is to deal with import-export, perhaps, then if there's another country gives you money and then you give them preferential treatment in terms of import-export, that could be seen as bribery, essentially. So this is declaring any amounts you receive to Parliament to ensure that there's no conflict of interest and transparency. When he was first approached to take part, while he was flattered, I'm sure he was, and that's what led to all this, and naturally curious, it didn't take him long to turn the opportunity down because of the instability of government was facing at the time. Now, though, the government is stable. I'm sorry, what? Continues, Rishi Sunak has made a great start. Well, I don't know really about that. He hasn't done much, to be honest. And the whole of the Conservative Party is united behind him. There's more lies. Rishi has a big majority, this is true, and so he can get his agenda through Parliament. It wasn't his majority, it was gained by Boris Johnson, and then Liz Truss came in and was chucked out immediately, and now Rishi's taken over. But yeah, he does have a big majority, and he can get his agenda through Parliament. Has he made a great start? Not as far as I can tell. I haven't seen anything so far. The news of his appearance, this we were talking about Matt again, comes following reports that the former England rugby player and royal spouse, Mike Tindall, is also going to be on the show in the jungle. And he is the niece, no he's not, he's married to the King's niece, Zara. Buckingham Palace did not deny on Monday night that Mike Tindall had sought advice from them before entering the show. Aides refused to be drawn on whether the former England rugby player who is married to Zara had sought permission to take part, whether certain topics were off limits, and there he is over there. So let's have a little look at the whole lineup of these chancellors and ne'er-do-wells and D-list celebrities. So we got good old Mike Tindall over here. He's famous for being a rugby player and being married to Zara. We've got Boy George in there, and he's famous for his singing career. DJ Chris Moyles, where is he? Oh yeah, there he is. He's lost a load of weight. He's got much thinner. Among the stars, who else have we got? We've got Babatunde Alishi, no idea. He's a comedy circuit, they say, and joining fellow funnyman Mo Gilligan on the couch on Celebrity Gogglebox. Someone who's on television talking about television. Thrilling. What else have we got? Olivia Attwood. She was on Love Island and The Only Way is Essex. She's one of these celebrities for famous for being famous type person. Fronted the documentary Getting Filthy Rich, exploring the world of people selling sex online. And explains a lot. And we got Boy George there, known for his hat and being on Culture Club, and his song Karma Chameleon. Karma Chameleon. And brilliant. And we got Sue Cleaver. Yeah, no idea. She's been on Coronation Street for 20 years. That's something I've refused to watch for 20 years. We've got Scarlett Douglas, no idea. Career in musical theatre. Now she's a property guru and presenter and known for her work on A Place in the Sun. Never heard of her. And here we've got Chris Moyles, Radio 1 DJ, former Radio 1 DJ. He was the station's longest serving breakfast host. He was hugely popular on Radio 1. And then he got chucked out, went to Radio X, or 10 if you're Latin. Jill Scott, never heard of her. Former England footballer, part of the Lionesses team, won the hearts of the nation playing footballer. Mike Tindall, rugby player, and paramour of Zara Phillips. Owen Warner, never heard of him. English actor, known for playing Romeo Nightingale in Channel 4 soap Hollyoaks, another programme I have never seen. Charlene White, never heard of her. Is a broadcaster and journalist. You may recognise her as the presenter of ITV news programmes. I do not. And so the whole list of people I've never heard of. One person there, two, and 3, and 4. Yeah, 4. So 4 people I sort of know. 1, 2, 3. 3 I properly know, and 1 is actually famous, really. So there you go. That's your lineup of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'll be bringing you all the news of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here with my usual sarcastic and dismissive tone. So if you want to hear that, tune in and I will let you know how much I'm unimpressed by these people. So yeah, fantastic. I think that's about everything. Press like and subscribe if you found anything interesting. And there's Super Chat, there's memberships, there's all sorts of good things. And I will see you guys later.